Have you ever wondered why some people seem to need constant reassurance in their relationships, yet fear being too close at the same time? This paradoxical behavior is characteristic of an ambivalent attachment style. Individuals with this style often exhibit a heightened need for reassurance, stemming from a fear of abandonment that is rooted in early childhood experiences. As children, they may have had caregivers who were inconsistently available or unpredictable in their responses, leading to a sense of insecurity that persists into adulthood. In their romantic relationships, these individuals may frequently seek validation, yet simultaneously struggle with intimacy, creating a push-pull dynamic. They may crave closeness, yet fear it at the same time, leading to a pattern of emotional ambivalence that can be confusing and frustrating for both partners. So, an ambivalent attachment style can create a complex dynamic in relationships, but what happens when we mix this with narcissistic traits? Imagine a person with an intense self-focus, emotional volatility, and a constant demand for attention. Yes, we are talking about narcissistic traits. These traits can be particularly prominent in individuals with an ambivalent attachment style. Now, you might be wondering, how do these narcissistic traits interact with the fear of abandonment and need for reassurance characteristic of ambivalent attachment? Well, here's the thing. The intense self-focus of narcissism can amplify the fear of abandonment in ambivalent attachment. This fear, in turn, fuels the narcissist's constant demand for attention. Emotional volatility, another narcissistic trait, exacerbates the heightened need for reassurance in ambivalent attachment. The result? A cycle where fear and need for reassurance feed narcissistic traits, creating an echo chamber of insecurity and self-absorption. This blend of ambivalence and narcissism can create a turbulent and emotionally draining dynamic, especially in relationships. It's like being caught in a whirlwind of emotions with no stable ground to stand on. So, what does it look like being in a relationship with someone who exhibits both ambivalent attachment and narcissistic traits? Well, imagine being on a roller coaster that never seems to end. The highs can be exhilarating, filled with intense passion and connection. But the lows, they can be emotionally draining, characterized by feelings of insecurity and constant fear of abandonment. This dynamic is often amplified by the narcissistic traits, the self-focus, and the ongoing demand for attention. In such relationships, the partner's needs often take a back seat. The focus is constantly shifted towards the individual with narcissism, their needs, their desires, their fears. It's like dancing to a tune that changes rhythm without warning, leaving you always a step behind. The emotional toll can be significant. The unpredictability, the emotional volatility, the constant need for reassurance, all these can lead to emotional exhaustion, leaving you feeling drained and at times overwhelmed. Knowing the challenges is one thing, but how do we navigate through them? Communication is key in any relationship, but it becomes even more crucial when dealing with narcissistic individuals with an ambivalent attachment style. These personalities can be hard to navigate, but with the right strategies, it's possible to maintain a healthy dialogue. Firstly, setting clear boundaries is vital. This can help to manage expectations and reduce the chance of being overwhelmed by the other person's needs. Make it clear what behavior is acceptable and what isn't, and ensure that these boundaries are respected. Secondly, expressing your needs assertively is important. Don't shy away from voicing your feelings and desires. Remember, your perspective is just as valid and deserves to be heard. Lastly, seeking support is a crucial part of this journey. Reach out to friends, family, or professionals who can provide insights and advice. They can help you navigate these complex dynamics and make sure you're not alone in the process. While communication can mitigate some issues, it's equally important to focus on self-care and empowerment. In the face of such challenging dynamics, how can we ensure we're taking care of ourselves? It's essential to appreciate the significance of self-care and empowerment. When dealing with individuals who exhibit ambivalent attachment and narcissistic traits, it's vital to prioritize your own emotional well-being above all else. Remember, it's okay to seek professional help if you need it. Therapy can provide you with the tools and strategies you need to navigate these emotionally complex situations. It's about understanding that you're not alone in this, and there are resources available to aid you. Furthermore, recognize your own worth. It's easy to lose sight of this when dealing with the turbulent emotions that come with these relationships. But remember, you're not defined by someone else's actions or perceptions. You are valuable, and you deserve to be treated with respect and kindness. Understanding and dealing with narcissists with an ambivalent attachment style is a journey, but with the right knowledge and tools, it's a journey you're capable of navigating.